Ingreso. Entrance. This is where we're going. That is the mountain right behind. That is our focus for the next 12 to 14 days. I'm Jamie, this is Al, and that's Aconcagua. Hola! I was just remarking how green Aconcagua is. We both had this perception that it would be a brown landscape, and actually it's very green and very beautiful.
The bane, my life.
The fragile one.
The petal, delicate little flower.
So we've just checked in here at Confluenza. This lady here is going to check us medically tomorrow. We're going up Francia, which is up to about 4,200. Yeah. And then we're coming back down, then we'll have a 2-hour wait here, and then she's going to make sure that we're in tip-top form. Tent here. We're allowed to use the facilities here from Grajales. A little chill out place and dining room here, and sun is looking special. The way the rays, alga, just coming down through there. It's beautiful. Yeah. Just having our dinner, having these fire pot foods. I quite honestly can say the best dried, dehydrated food I've ever had out camping and stuff. I've introduced Al, so you can get like a virgin's.
This is delicious. Seriously, I would eat this. So if somebody served this to me at a dinner party, I'd be impressed.
This one here weighs 135 grams and packs 500 calories. And you can see on the ingredients, there ain't no crap there. Waking up on our first night, and it is utterly spectacular around here. I'm going to get used to 2 people sleeping in quite a small 2-man tent on slightly uneven ground, a slight hill, both snoring at different times, everyone around snoring at different times, but it's really beautiful and it's not too cold, and it's blue sky today, which means our trek up to Francia will be lovely. Nice. Today we're going to Francia, which is a little hike up to 4,200 meters, climatization. Come back down here to Confluenza tonight. It's pretty stunningly beautiful around here. You can see the ice underneath all the rock, and then down here is where it's melting, running down this valley. Here's the goal for today, PLAZA FRANCIA. And that is Aconcagua there. Currently sitting up at 4,179 meters, and I'm here hiding behind this big rock because the sun is nearly vertically up in the sky, which means it's very hard to get any shade, and I don't want to get sunstroke. So I am hiding in this rock, and it's just amazing. You can't see a single person. And part of our permit thing is that we need to get a check. So this is the ranger's office, and then we're going in there to make sure that we're fit and healthy. Hola!
Hola! ¿Cómo están?
Bueno, bueno. ¿Está okay with the video? Sí, sí. Lovely lady's going to check that we're healthy.
How do you feel, Jamie?
I feel very good. A little bit sunburned, but okay.
Oh.
Lots of sun today.
The sun is... How old are you, Jamie?
39.
39. Okay. Okay. Index.
Oxygen blood level checked, I think.
Yeah, it's good. Perfect. 86. 120 over 80. Perfect. That's all.
That's it?
Perfect.
Shall we get a heart rate?
Perfect. How old are you, Al?
Also 39.
84. Okay.
What was yours?
86.
120 over 60. Perfect.
Equally perfect. Cool.
Perfect.
Practically
Thank you very
perfect
much.
in every way.
So we should be all good.
Go to the summit.
Go to
Go
the
to the
summit.
summit.
Thank you very much,
You're
Susanna.
welcome.
They're just talking about me.
You have to put music in this part.
Music, yeah.
Being rude about Jamie.
Everyone's rude about me. Anyway, this is us leaving on day 3. We've got a potentially 8-hour trek to Plaza de Mulas. My face has exploded, my eyes have gone bloodshot. I'm not normally this ugly. I'm normally as good looking as this guy here. It was very nice
Nice to meet you.
last night. Lovely to meet you, man. And
Stay safe.
Yeah, cool. We'll see you
We'll
on...
see you in Buenos Aires.
Yeah, see you on Buenos Aires. Cool.
Get me
Palermo.
a summit.
Today we've just been passed by the mules taking stuff up, and a lot of people quite rightly worry about their health and for that of a mule, and I, having ridden horses most of my life, also feel that very much, but I've been looking at these guys and they are in tip-top condition. They really are. There's no rubbings, none of them are lame. They're all quite big, healthy, shiny coats, ears pricked forward. Got our first glimpse of base camp, which is just in that shoulder up there. So we just got to walk up this valley and then there's a nice steep bit to finish. Today has been so hot, which is ironic because we planned for a really cold expedition. But I think we're both going to put on music and just power through.
Head down.
He's going to listen to an eclectic mix of music throughout the generations, I'm guessing with a bit of drum and bass.
currently.
Drum and bass.
Drum and bass.
I got a bit of Nicki Minaj going on at the moment. Let's get there. 8:30. 6 hours 45. We are at base camp, Plaza de Mulas. We're setting up a tent in Plaza de Mulas at the moment. Our tent is quite small, but actually remarkably it's too big for the space that's left for us to use. So any bigger tent and we would have been in real trouble. The ground here is obviously quite hard, so we are trying to get some pegs in, but then we're going to use rocks to like get it all done properly. Normally when you're on expeditions, food is like, I don't want this, I don't want that. However, I've introduced Al to
The fire pots.
and I want
Jamie
his
doesn't.
flavours.
So
So this is bartering.
No, it's very nice to me to see what,
Yeah.
you know.
So I have to say things like, Al, you were great today, by the way.
Yeah, thanks.
You're really
mate,
good.
yeah,
On
that's
those
good.
ups,
I've already
spot
given
on.
you a beef
So-
stew and pearl barley. You need to give me something.
I really wanted a beef stew, so I'm going for a
I'll
beef
give
stew.
if you can give me a porcini mushroom.
Oh, that is a big
Well, I've
ask.
only got one left.
Okay.
Okay. Remember this moment. Remember this moment.
Can I just say, remember the moment when you received the box in your
Yeah,
hand?
for free.
Way! So now we are all, it's strange how excited we are about this Bible. My menu for this week is spicy pork noodles, also pasta bolognese, beef stew with pearl barley, posh pork and beans, chili con carne, porcini mushroom risotto, and dal with rice. That does not sound like the food you would be eating on top of a mountain, but so it's day 4. We're up at base camp Plaza de Mulas. Last night was meant to be like, oh, why? I'm gonna lie in and everything. No, the rest slept well. You know, the whole altitude thing is, it's not letting us sleep. Luckily today is a day off, but up at base camp, staying with the Grajales people here, and this is us just like, we've got everything muled up, so all the heavy stuff. So now going through the mule, and it's kind of 3 stages of what we need. We need stuff for the approach, we need stuff for when we're in base camp, and we need stuff for when we go up there. So right now we're just going through that, getting everything in place.
I don't think I'm going to need that.
Doesn't need to take a razor with him. But he should have brought his own hairbrush because he started borrowing mine today. Which
The
is,
tangle teaser.
yeah, my tangle teaser. necessity.
Good piece of kit.
Then I basically want to try and be as minimal as possible, but as safe as possible, and all that kind of stuff. And it's great watching all the other people. This is a group going up here, and we get to see the kind of kit that they're taking. So we can hopefully put ourselves in the best place. One of the things we need to take up to the mountain is this orange bag, and it's got a number on it. I am 4413. And the reason for that bag is once you get past here, you have to collect all your excretion. Is that the polite way of saying it? Poo. And then bring it back down the mountain and hand it in to the park rangers so they know you haven't littered the mountain. So in preparation for this, I actually bought lots of these little bags so I can individually wrap each poo in these little bags, and then I'm going to put those into probably this bag, and then that bag into this bag, so I am so far removed from my poo, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of foresight there to think about pre-wrapping his poos.
Yeah.
These are bartering with him.
Yeah. There's a lot of bartering with
A lot of bartering. The fire pot bartering, I think I was good to you on the fire pot bartering, so you could spare me a few poo bags.
Okay. There's a little bird's eye view of base camp. This is Plaza de Mulas. So you can see it all here. We're in this section here. There is the world's highest art gallery. This is the mountain we're climbing tomorrow, just there. So we're going to come up through here, zigzag through, and then up onto that peak there. It's 5,000 meters, so higher than anywhere in Europe. Just a little bit higher than when I ran across the Andes back in 2015. So that'll be fun. Now, of course, is Aconcagua. 2 days ago, I went over on my right ankle, and I went up there. I was up there for a couple of hours, and I came down, and literally the last step off the mountain, or off the scree, I hit a rock and just went over on my weak ankle. So not ideal just before you climb that. But Al is up in the mountain at the moment where I went walking and annoyingly twisted my ankle, which means that I have the tent to myself. So this is shower time. I have my baby wipes. I'm taking a couple of painkillers, and I've wrapped it up in a bandage. I keep wrapping it and then unwrapping it. The swelling actually doesn't look too bad. I'm having a real problem with ankles over the last year. Cape Wrath Ultra, twisted it. So that's how it's looking at the moment. You can see a little bit of bruising down the bottom. Actually not too much swelling, a bit of swelling here. That has me from the bandage. I can move it. It's not too painful. I'm feeling pretty confident and I'll be fine, especially when we go on to the big hikes. We'll have the big boots on. This is one of my favourite things about doing adventures, is the opening of the tent. It's not morning, but if I just pull that back, and then, oh, is that not just the best? He's just spoken to a Polish team who've just come down, giving us a little bit of confidence.
They made it, so, and then one of the chaps was a tad on the portly side, which made me feel a bit better.
However, one thing we did was 10 went up and 4 summited.
So exactly, 10, their party was 10, and only 4 of them made the summit.
Yeah, and we had a pulmonary embolism.
Yeah.
Which doesn't sound fun.
There's been a few of those.
Yeah,
quite a few. So we
so
still watch that.
That's why we're sticking.
But that's why
we're sticking to our plan.
We're sticking to a good plan,
and that's why we're going up there tomorrow. If possible. This is how close we are together in our sleeping bag. That's Al's side. That's my side. Our bags tucked in at the back. Yeah, nice early night. So it's day 5. Today we're climbing up here. Just thought I'd show you the Luz. This is the Luz for Grajales Luz. Drop the here, but the view is pretty staggering. The camp here, so quickly using this before I kind of zigzag up here and then up onto that and then onto the peak, which is there. Not sure if it's an interesting fact or not, but to empty these loos, what they do is they tip them over on their sides, and then there's a barrel underneath, and then these barrels get lifted by the helicopter and taken down the valley. I'm nursing a bit of an injury today. I was coming down a scree slope yesterday, and literally the last step before going into camp went over on my ankle, so today is about just taking it easy. Luckily going up seems to be a bit easier than coming down, so hopefully over the beginning of the day my ankle will loosen up, and then just gotta watch out for things like ice. Yeah, so this is where we're going. Al demonstrating how to get up. This is the insane thing. This mountain here is 5,000, that's where we're going today, and it's 4 kilometers away. Can't really see because of the sun, but just here, which seems at no distance at all, is the same altitude. It looks really easy, but it's very deceptive.
What?
Canada.
We're at the same height as Canada?
No, Canada was 5,000.
Oh yeah.
So that tiny little bit halfway up the mountain is the same as that looks hugely, it's deceptive. But just crossing over these wonderful little whips of snow, which to me remind me of my favourite pudding, which is pavlova. My mum makes an amazing pavlova. Did you have pavlova at my mum's house?
I haven't had pavlova at your mum's house.
No, she makes the best pavlova. Mum, you make the best pavlova. Anyway.
That's why we do it!
We're at 4,931 metres. We've been planning climbing Aconcagua for a few months now, and this is the moment I told to tell Al I'm a little bit scared of heights. It's a long way down, and even though you probably wouldn't hurt yourself, you probably lose some skin, but yeah,
the
my legs
is you make sure you get to turn onto your front. If you fall, get yourself onto your front and then dig everything in. So because people can think you're on their back, dig your feet in. No, flip yourself over. But we're fine. We're fine.
I just did feel my legs go woo, and I was like, whoa, shit, we're very high. Even the adventurous can be scared, and it's not a weakness.
So I think we
to show that they're scared. This is the little trip. So I've just Al and I are going to be close together and just make sure we look after each other. Cool. This is our first summit together. Al's just behind. Here he is. This is, oh god man, what's the name of this place? I didn't even remember the name. This is the summit. I'm sure many people have done this. And that is the reward.
Bear Kyle.
My vertigo is coming out quite strongly here. Al is freaking the shit out of me by going close to the edge. But we are where we hope to get to today. Coming up is only half the battle. Still gonna get back down, but really happy with that, and just learning even more respect for the mountain. I think beautiful. My foot seems to be back to normal. I just have a quick look around the flight. So this is down the bottom is where one of the other operators are, and there's another operator over here, and then we're here. Here you can get beds. There's a little restaurant towards the top of the mountain. Well, the top of the mountain. Base camp is the highest art gallery in the world. Hola!
Hola, hola, hola.
This is the highest art gallery in the world. Lovely photos, paintings.
A lot of paintings, yes, of course.
Of Aconcagua and the surrounding area. Are you the artist?
I'm the artist.
And your name is?
Miguel.
Mike, Miguel.
Your name?
Jamie.
Jamie from?
Scotland.
Scotland.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we're over here. Do we just stay there?
Brave heart.
Indeed, very far. They are. And I think we're just getting into a stride that's working really well for us. With neither of us are annoying each other. Al sets the pace and I follow. And, tomorrow we start the kind of assault on Aconcagua. It's called cash and carry, which is the first thing we have to do. So Camp Canada is just up there. It's about the same height as we went up today, 5,000 meters, just over. And what we'll do is we'll take up a whole bunch of food and equipment that we need for the higher stuff, and then we'll plant it somewhere up there, and then we come back down here. We're doing food. This is Al sitting with all the food. Food was something we thought we had completely sorted, then we supplemented it, and then we got given a whole load of food, and now we've got enough food to feed about 50 people for about
10 times.
Our main staple is going to be fire pot foods. We're going to have these as our nightly meals. We've been speaking to some people and met a Polish guy who said he ate 2 noodles and 2 bags of chocolate penny things in the whole time he was up there. We are not going down that route. We're going down with full meals every day, as best we can. Porridge in the morning, which you can see Al here. He's got his book here with our potential
super geeky
stuff.
Check it out.
And then here we've got the porridge. Then we're going to supplement it with things like salami and cheese and sweets and nuts and that kind of stuff. So this is us just going through everything. We're going to put it into bags, and that will be our meal plan. So we've got 2 different itineraries going at the moment. We've got the quick itinerary, which is, you know, looks like there's a weather window coming on the 28th, 29th. We need to check the weather in a couple of days, but that is a potential window, just purely by our guessing, not by anything official. And then we're also looking at having an extended period, and if we're having an extended period, how much do we need for that extended period to make sure we don't get caught short. So that is just what we're doing at the moment. So today is day 6, I believe, and we are getting ready to do our first cash and carry. We're up at 4,700 meters, setting a tea break like good British men. So we've just arrived up at Plaza Canada. This is about 5,050 meters, so just a little bit over where we were yesterday, which is over there. So at Camp Canada, there's also a place over there called Grajales area. We're having a discussion about whether we go there or stay here. I'm on the, it's less walking if we stay here. He's there, it's more comfortable if we go there. So we're kind of arguing that one out at the moment. To come and see the doctor. This is the doctor. Hola! Hola! So we arrived and we've got a rather long questionnaire to fill out here, which Al is doing on an Algene bottle. Very tough questions, aren't they?
It's really difficult. This is like a little test in itself.
I've just got my seal of approval. Apparently I'm perfect, but I have to drink more water. Now it's up for Al. Al, how are you going to get on?
This is yours.
Perfect. Perfect.
Bye bye, guys.
Cool.
So we've just come out of the medical tent with quite a strict but
glowing.
Yeah. Sorry. But we're both perfect apparently.
Maybe I'm a little bit more perfect than you.
So we're both passed. We've got our permit signed. Now we can carry on. She thinks our plan is perfect, and the only thing is we've got to drink more water and put some additives in it, because the water here doesn't have anything in it. It's been purified to death.
Do her breathing things. She moved it around behind me and then put her hands on my sort of back. I was like, oh.
And he shuddered with a little,
what's happening here?
Whimper of joy.
Yeah.
Oh,
first time
doctor!
Somebody's touched me gently and kindly for weeks. Jamie doesn't love me.
This is my pack going up today. I'm slightly worried about how heavy this is with how much stuff I've got up there that I've got to bring down afterwards. This is the bit we've just come up. Al's coming up through this zigzag to get here, and then where those rocks are just kind of there at the top in the distance is where we're going today. We're now at Camp Canada, which is the first camp in the ascent of Aconcagua. We've got our little area set up here. Today we're trialling a new concept of Al has this end and he has his own entrance. I have this end and I have my own entrance. Water is a big thing on this expedition and we need to be drinking about 4.5 litres a day. There are no taps, there are no rivers. Well, there is a river but it's brown, but there is snow. Al has just taken our snow bag across to just over there, picked up some amazing nice clean snow, filled this whole bag. What we're going to do now is boil down the snow into water. It takes the volume of 6 to make 1 volume of water. So at the moment we just want to try and fill everything up as possible and see how quickly we can do it. It's actually going quite quickly. First morning here, it's a little bit chillier. We've had quite strong winds over the night. How'd the tent fare?
It's been magnificent. Magnificent. Best night's sleep I've had.
Yeah, you should saying that to piss me off.
Yeah,
I didn't sleep at all well last night. If we listen to hot weather music, then we'll feel warmer. But it's all nice.
For breakfast.
It's snowing outside. Really glad that we're not summiting anywhere near today.
To be at 5,000 meters and not being sick, no coughing, no, you know, I think we're in good shape. We're
not even out of breath, but
I think we're in good shape.
Yeah. Al's just really scared about going for a poo.
I'm really scared about going for a poo. It's the thing that's been going. I was actually losing sleep over it. It's windy, it's cold,
it's snowing.
Everything else will be exposed. I don't know what happens to that whilst you're doing it. I'm just really worried about that. It's a big.
Today I'm going to get some chocolate chip cookies.
Ooh, wow.
And then I'm going to crumble the chocolate chip cookies into my porridge, just to really add some calories, some chocolate, some oh yeah, look at that. Ooh. So this is a new breakfast.
That looks really good. Porridge
with chocolate chip cookies. I'm going to give it. Look at that. Oh, gourmet! Mmm.
Oh, good.
Yeah, good.
There you go.
So we're talking poo strategy.
So upset about this whole process. We have to poo into this orange bag, and out there it's super windy, really cold. You know, everything's going to be exposed to the elements, and I mean everything.
You forget to mention that we have to poo in this orange bag and then carry the orange bag with us for the whole time we're here. So this is potentially 6 days of poo. In all honesty, I think if I was by myself I'd probably shit in the tent, then never mind. Probably use that one atrium as a, but I have Imodium and that'll get me to the next loop.
But then they'll ask you, they'll say, you know, you can't have not pooed.
Great chat while I'm in porridge. This rock looks like a rather good place. And I'm going to do my business. Now, there's lots of debate. Do you poo straight into the big bag? Do you poo into small bags? Do you poo on the ground and then pick it up? Yeah, pooping was done behind this rock. There's Al just down there. I feel a lot better. I went with the poop and scoops strategy. Yeah, all done. Dude, I spent a year and a half on the road. I've pooped in the wild before.
So I feel like a condemned man. The time has come where nature is overtaking the sense of decorum and I have to poo into this bag. Apparently Jamie has just had a wonderful moment in the sunshine with no wind, and as soon as I choose my moment, a storm comes in. I'm truly dreading this moment because I just think it's going to go everywhere, but the deed is done. One of the less enjoyable experiences of my life. I think one is standing in many years worth of mountaineers shit and then adding to it and then attempting to scrape up what you do into a small bag and inevitably leaving some behind for posterity. But this is perhaps the least glamorous aspect of what we're trying to do.
I think today I'm going to reach the highest altitude I've ever reached, which is about 5,500 meters. And being a trail runner at heart, or a runner, I want to go quickly. That's just not what you can do up here. So just learning to take it slow. But that's part of the reason why I'm doing these challenges this year, is to do things that are not what I would normally do, and not within my comfort zone, and challenge me in new ways. And being up at 5,500 meters, it's going to challenge me. If we get to the top of there, 6,900, nearly 7,000 meters, that's just going to be epic. We're at NIDO de Condores, which is 5,543 meters apparently, according to my watch. But this is the highest I've ever been, I think. And as Al has just pointed out to me, how delightful is it? It's just beautiful. Rocks, there's a loo paper flying around occasionally, and grey sky,
horizontal
snow going sideways. But this is, you can see a group in the background going up. This is where the next stage to our next point. But we've just been going through our checklist. Neither of us have headaches, neither of us are nauseous, both have our appetite, both are peeing, both are doing number 2s, so we're all feeling in great, we're both feeling in great shape. That way. I don't think I've ever camped with views like this. It's just astonishing. The plan for today is to get from here up to NIDO de Condoreres, which is just over this brow. It's a really easy hike, we've already done it, so I've just got to wait for 20 minutes while Al does his boots up.
It's just a palaver. This is only half of them. The other half are over there. But they're toasty warm. Man, in complete honesty, I wish you'd slow down a bit. Just because when you go ahead of me, I feel a bit rushed. Pace has been super good, and it's my problem, totally my problem. And that's why you might have heard me telling myself to shut up. Because on the flip side, for me, I am trying to go slowly. This is me going slowly. I am pulling back. I'm always trying to find places to stop, wait for you, and let you catch up. Yeah. And also, for me, if I slow down, I get cold. Yeah. So I need to watch out how I eat. It's not just. So that's why I stopped 3 or 4 times on the way up here, so we're never too far apart. It's super fast. Yeah, but I know we both know this route, so I thought it was all right just to go a little bit ahead. Don't worry about it. I just want to.
And actually, difficult stuff.
I'm just telling you what's on my mind, because it makes me and my mind a little uncomfortable. Yeah. Tell you that. So because we've had a few days where we had the day where we walked up there where we were so in harmony. My mind was totally clear, and I think I'm going to need the next 2 days to just be peace in my head.
Yep. We're up at 5,000. How much are we at? 5,500. 5,500 meters at NIDO de Condoreres. The next camp is just over this hill, and then the next day we're up here. So 1 day, 2 days, and we're just trying to choose where it is we're going to camp. You can see there's lots of little round bits all over the place, and we're just trying to find the most sheltered, but also with the best view. Al, who takes it very, very seriously, he's taking into account the wind, how much rocks you can make a wall with, the head, which head will be where. So this is where Al's head's going to be there, and my head is going to be where, Al? No, show me. So that's where my head is. So it's been the hardest thing I think we've had to do so far, but it's tent up at this altitude. 5,500 meters, we're really feeling it. Wrestled with the tent, we're now on to water duty. Snow from there, which is quite icy. Cookers to boil it down, and we'll put it into our things. So we've got a jet boil on the go here, and an MSR on the go here. Al, as kitchens go, that is pretty amazing.
Not bad.
The temperature is dropping, it's getting cold. What you cooking up there, chef?
It's my fave, porcini mushroom risotto. What else would you have at 5,500 meters? A lovely risotto.
Very nice. I'm going to have chili con carne. Just lovely. Nice 600 calories ahead of our climb up tomorrow. And then it's the big day. Big day. Yeah. Joy, joy, joy. up at 5,920 odd meters. There's my distinguished colleague Al. We've just come up from Nido de Condores, and I think the last bit for the day is just to follow this route along and then go over those crags over there. Right, you can see all the tents. Now we just need to find a little spot. Little spot at the base of Aconcagua, kind of splayed out all our equipment around the place and trying to put things into what do we need for the climb, what do we not need, how to make our packs as light as possible. The great thing about this spot is we keep getting people coming down telling us what they've felt and what they needed, so we're like kind of adjusting as we go. Kit preparation going on in here. This is my side, this is our side, and then things like getting nutrition for the day done, getting water ready, and this is the view. It's quite daunting when you see people coming down. Like, we've got to climb that tomorrow. It's a long old way, 900 meters of ascent. Right now all we can do is make sure we have the right kit, and we've eaten well and we rest well tonight and pray that the weather's going to behave like it's meant to, and that will give us everything we need, and the only thing then that can stop us getting to the top is our minds. I think we're in pretty good shape. We know what we're eating for dinner, we know how we're doing breakfast, we've already packed our bags, every bit of kit's been tested and tried. So Aconcagua, we're going to come and say hello tomorrow. That's the plan. 6 o'clock in the morning? 6 o'clock in the morning, we're dressed in the tent, breakfast is on the go. We've now got a kilometre to ascent vertically, and it's freaking freezing outside. I'm suffering from a very bad headache this morning.
I'm going to keep an eye on Jamie.
He's going to keep an eye on me.
It's a very high place to sleep.
But I think my head was a bit low, so normally that happens. So I'm dehydrated, so I've drunk a litre of water this morning. So it's just after 6:30. Beautiful scenes coming up here. My GoPro batteries just are dying instantly, but trying to get a quick one in here. This is the mountain we're climbing here. This is Aconcagua. It's very cold, but just how beautiful. Fantastic view. Comes all around. Look at that, beautiful. The trail now goes up and around. Short shot things on the camera today, as this camera cannot withstand the cold. But up, that's where we're going. We've arrived at what is called Independencia. This is what marks that. Amazing views. Both just put our crampons on at this next stage here. This is the view from 6,500 meters. We can see right down the bottom there is where we started, PLAZA de Mulas. We can see the whole trek up. I'm suffering slightly from vertigo here. I'm not someone who's good on mountains. Well, I'm good on mountains if you're running, but when you give me a 2,000 meter drop, I start to shake my legs a little bit.
So we're 4 hours to here, and 8 hours is the sort of fastest expected time to the top. We've broken, we were 6,600, so we are...
I'm just so preoccupied by speed.
No, I'm just saying we're halfway in every respect, although it's ridiculous. Peak is there, so we're quite, it looks like we're close. So you'd think, nah, we'll do that in much quicker than 4 hours, but it really didn't take us longer.
Got about 3 hours left to go.
So,
Al and I have just reached the top of Aconcagua. Al is the highest man on earth right now, and the sad thing is I don't think I can get higher than him because I'm about half a foot shorter. But this is the view from the top of Aconcagua, and I'm not going to lie, that last bit was hell. How would you describe it?
kept on going. Like, when is this mountain going to end? But my god, it's worth it. Look at this.
Al, I'll admit to this to you now. I actually didn't think we were going to manage to do this.
I didn't think I had.
When I mentioned it to you, I was like, pipe dream.
I didn't, yeah.
I'd
and
already,
actually, the entire time that we've been here,
yeah.
I've been like, can we do this? You know, is it possible?
I was like already had like plans like, oh yeah, I could do it at the end of the year as a second attempt, but we did it, and that's because we worked as a team. And we did work as a team. Yep. So it's an incredible feeling being the highest people in Earth, probably at this very moment.
No, definitely.
Yeah. Apart from people in aeroplanes. We both had a teary moment, and then we both had the harsh realisation that we've actually now got to trek 4 hours back down to where we're camping in our same little tent, and we have to camp again tomorrow night.
Don't care.
I think from both of us, I want to say thank you to everyone who supported us and helped us by giving us kit, me more in particular, but giving kit, giving us support, telling us that we can do it, being there if we needed someone to talk to, that kind of stuff, because you can't do it alone. And it's,
people that support one's crazy ideas.
Yeah, and we do this for personal reasons. For me, it's about achieving something new, pushing myself to the point where I cry on top of a mountain. That's got to be a pretty good thing to do.
Experiencing life to its fullest. Yeah. Both of us burst into tears separately.
Luckily, we had our goggles on.
But it's it's quite a cool thing that we've done together, which is
we've both been friends for like 20 something years, and we haven't had an argument. We've got on well. We didn't know how we were going to vibe. Yeah. We both have different ways of doing things, and we got to the top without any hassle, which is.
Well, that's about right.